So let's see how much damage our Lucians do. How much per card? 7k for the fluff. And then hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. I want to say I appreciate all the support, and believe me, I really do. Anyways, that was it. Let's get back to the video. Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War video. Today we have an account improvement video and we are going to be improving Kuno's arena offense and arena defense, and also I'll be rushing for him in the next video. This is going to be one of my hardest improvements because I did take a look at his account and he does not have a lot of great units for AD and AO, and also his rune quality is pretty low. I am going to try my best to get him a new record. However, it's definitely a challenge. Let's go through this together and hope that I could get a new record for Kuno. So we'll do a short account review on this account because that's what we usually do before we work on the improvement. This account has been playing for 44 days. So unless this is a reset, he hasn't been playing for a long time. But there is also that question, why do you want a new record when you've been only playing for 44 days? It's pretty straightforward to me that your towers are not fully maxed, and that's a big problem. Let's see how much this account has gotten done in 44 days. If we look at his dungeon runs, he has a double Melia team working for GB12. He has a trickery working for DB12, and he also has the MB12 and also all the other dungeons all done. So he actually got a whole lot done in 44 days if this is not a reset. So props to you, you are doing really well. However, I will be taking off runes from any unit that I need to for this account improvement. I'll try my best to not touch the DB12 team so you can still farm your dragons. And also, I will try my best to not touch your Giants team if I can. But if you have gotten your account back and see that there are some runes taken off from these units, it shouldn't be too hard to find replacements for them. So I hope you understand. This was all for me to get a new record for you. So this is his box, and you guys will understand why I think this is a challenge. He does not have a good AoE damage dealer for his arena offense. But the first team is the Leo, Galleon, Delphoid, Cocky that I'm going to be using. And the other one will be a Lucian team, like I always advocate to people watching these videos. His arena defense, you'll also see that there isn't a great arena defense unit other than that Wind Monkey. I will be using it with the Triana, plus an Iris and the Rika. I am debating if I do need a double Nemesis healer, double Nemesis Will, and if I do, it will probably be the Annabelle. Let's take a look at his rune quality. So Swift, he has a few fast runes, but not a lot. So this one is really good, 26, but then it drops to 18, and then 15 on slot 3, 16 on slot 4, 15 on slot 5, and 14 on slot 6. So you could tell that it's not that great. Let's take a look at his violent runes. 23, so that's pretty good. It's really efficient. I don't agree with this crit damage gem. It should be an HP gem, but that's just me. And if you want to know why, please watch my other videos talking about rune efficiency. And then it goes down to 16. He has a 13 on slot 3, a 21 on slot 4, a 17 on slot 5, and a 16 on slot 6. So there's that one rune that's fast for these sets, but overall the runes are pretty damn slow. And then we'll look at Will, which is 21 without any grinds. This person is not doing BJ R4 or R3. He just wants to get straight into R5. And I think that's a mistake because these small grinds will really help you building your team easily. If you can't do BGR5 or R5, I'll start with R4. If you can't do R4, I will still start with R3 because that's how every OG player has started, and it really helps you in the long run. And then here he has an 18, no grinds again, 22, a very good rune there, 16, and then 21. So a couple fast runes on these in this will set, but no grinds whatsoever that we see for these speed substats. So that's pretty sad. So let's start with the arena defense, and I'm gonna hope that we could do this in one video, the improvement, and then the rush will be a separate video. The defense that he's currently running is this, but this is really no threat, especially if your units are not fast. And I doubt you could ever make it fast enough with your rune quality right now. So it's 110 on Violent, 130 plus 131 on Violent here. And the Triana looks like this, and then the Jingzhe. If you had a different speed lead than the Oliver, I would have probably used it, like the Samath or Vanessa. I would have went with this team. But because you don't have those leads, I am not going to be using this, because it's just Lucianable, right? It looks like, at least. It looks cleavable pretty easily. So I'm going to be running this with the Triana. I really wish that you had a Darien as well. Just make it a tanky team that people have a hard time getting through quickly for your rush. But you don't have a 2A Darien, so we're not going to be using that. And then we're going to be adding a Rika and then the Iris here. Well, the Iris will bring in the strip stun, control, and the Rika will bring in the dots, the damage, and then the survivability will come out from the Triana. And then the Wind Monkey will also add in more stuns, more defense breaks, and more damage overall. Here, if you do decide to take anything out, I guess you'll take out the Iris and put in the Annabelle on Double Nemesis Will. Or you could just leave the Iris in and do this as well. But I think this team overall looks better, so we'll just do this and see how it goes during his rush. I hope it gets some wins if it's just runed properly, and I tried my best to get the best build for these units. So let's start with this arena defense and see what we could do. So let's start with the Triana. I want to see how tanky we could get her, because I did want her to be somewhat of a Lucian proof Triana in this level. So this is how she looks right now. She's on Violent Will, but we did make her slower, but much tankier. Okay, so this is Triana on Violent Will. You can see that's much slower, but we gave it over 40k HP. The defense is pretty low. I tried to get better artifacts, but then these artifacts were the best that got less crit damage, more recovery, and also one that took less damage from fire, because this account didn't have any artifacts that took less damage from wind, so we just had to go with that one. I think it will be much better in defense like this. Let's see how she works and move on to Iris, that is currently broken with no artifacts, but I try to make her tanky as well on Despair Revenge. So this is how Iris looks like on Despair Revenge on 207 speed, much tankier, with some accuracy, with some crit rate, although it's not important. The accuracy is important, but everything else is kind of irrelevant. But if you look at these runes, they're really nice. You can see that there's this rune here. We have no grinds for the Revenge set, but if these two are grinded, this is an awesome rune. And then he has this rune that's not that great, but he could take out the crit damage for something else like defense percent. This could get grinded for more speed, more defense, more HP. This is just like a perfect rune right there. This is whatever, worst rune out here. If anything, I'll get rid of the resistance for defense percent. Here, again, I'll get rid of resistance for defense percent. And then here, I'll just probably get rid of the flat attack for HP, for attack percent, but it's not really needed, so I'll just grind the HP. So this is how Iris looks right now, and I think she's pretty tanky, good enough for this level, so we'll use her like this. Next, we'll go on the Rika, which is on Despair Broken, but we will put her on Despair Will. I think the speed is a little faster, and again, much tankier. Not this high of an accuracy, but still enough accuracy for her to land her debuffs. Okay, so this is how Rika looks like on Despair Will. Again, all of the runes are not grinded, and it could be much better, but due to the rune quality, but due to the fact that this account owner is not farming raid, there's no gems, no grinds, so just forget about that. What we have is the best. So we have the 3 units now done. Finally, we'll end it with the Jingzai on a Violent Blade build because I couldn't get the crit rate with the Violent Revenge build. So I still wanted him to crit to get his stuns, to get his defense breaks, to kill the opponent. Okay, this is the Wind Monkey on Violent Blade. You can see that we barely got the 70% crit rate with the Blade set. He is pretty slow, but due to his insane base speed, he's still in the 180 range. His HP is there to get him to the 30k HP point, and then he has some good attack and some good defense. So the arena defense is done. We'll be putting him up, and we will be running it while we are doing the arena improvement. Like that. Let's see if we could get some defense rates. Currently he's sitting on 280. Let's see if it goes up any higher by the time we finish this video. So the first improvement I'm gonna make is his Lucian team. You can see he's not using Bernard, and these are his Lucians, which I don't really like due to the fact that it's never going to take a turn, because first, he does not have a Konamiya or any boosters to let this fat Lucian move. So there's no point of making a Lucian like this if your Lucian is not going to move. So I made sure that everything was speed tuned, and there is one unit that I'm missing out here, which is the Bastet, because we are going to be using that. So the team looks something like the Bernard boost, the Bastet boost, a Fluff Lucian, and then finally a good Lucian that does a good amount of damage. Now, arena offense is a little harder, especially in lower level, because there are people who don't have their towers done. So in my head, I'm expecting a certain number for these cards, but keep in mind, due to the fact that this account does not have, well, actually he has a whole lot done compared to his level, but he doesn't have any of the wind sanctuary done. There is some damage that we are going to be missing out, but props to you. You surely got a whole lot done in 44 days. I like what you're doing. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really amazed with how much you've accomplished with your current account. But anyways, let's start with the Bernard. I would 280 Bernard, but you don't have to. It's not needed. But he does have a good lead for the Lucian team, the 30% attack lead for win units. So this is how the Bernard looks like. Keep in mind that this Bernard is level 35, so he's really squishy, but due to the fact that this is going to be a first turn team, we're going to be taking this team into, you know, certain defenses that we know that we could cleave. And he is definitely a lot less tankier due to the fact that he has a slot 6 resistance rune that only has 14 speed, but that is his fastest slot 6 rune. That's Bernard, and I made sure that the next unit with the boost is speed tune, which is going to be the Bastet, and Bastet is going to be on Swift Fight. So this is the Bastet on 205 speed, and from the speed tuner it looks like this is enough. And thank you that you have your speed towers done, so this should be enough for Bastet to go next. Now we'll have the 2 Lucians go. One Lucian will be on 170 speed at least, and the other one will be 1 speed slower than that, or the slowest it could be at 169. So we'll work on the one that has less skill ups first, and it looks like this one has less. So this one would be the one that will be the Fluff Lucian, and then this will be the full-on Lucian. Okay, so this is the first Lucian on Double Blade Fight. We got it on a fight set and also Double Blade to get the 100 crit rate, because I think getting the crit rate and hitting the crits are really important, especially since there are so many units out there that are really tanky, and we need every bit of damage that we could get. Artifacts are pretty lackluster, nothing great. Now let's move on to the other Lucian that will do a little more damage, because it's going to be on a rage set than the blade set that we see here. So this is the other Lucian that's going to be doing a little more damage than the first Lucian. You can see it has 300 more attack and then around 50% more crit damage. We are 4 speed slower, because this rune is not fully powered up, but if I do power this up, it will be for going first. That's why I couldn't power it up, but there is just no other rune that we have that can make this different, and we are not getting the 100 crit because I made a last minute change with this rune here. We could get a 100 crit rate with that rune, but we will lose attack, we will lose crit damage, and I think we were just losing too much. So I decided to not go with that. So one arena offense is done with the AD. Now let's work on the second turn team. Try to get this done quick. We'll start with the Cocky, because Cocky is the one that's going to be doing all the big damages, right? And I try to make it a certain tankiness so that it has a higher chance to survive the damage that comes in. Okay, so this is cocky on a guard will set and broken. So we still got the 3k attack. Um, we did our best to get some good artifacts because here we really need to get some attack up effect, which we got here 13%. I rolled that and thankfully it went pretty good. And then just another attack artifact that brings in that main stat, which we need more. One downside is that this, I just noticed, is not fully scaled up. So we're going to be missing 25% in damage, which is a whole lot. So that's extremely unfortunate, but we'll work with it. Next is Galleon. That's super duper fast, but he's not going to be built like this. He's going to be on a fight set, a will set, and a shield set. Okay, so this is Galleon on will, shield, and fight. Now let's work on the Leo, who's going to be fully stripped as well, hitting much harder, much tankier, and a little more accuracy than we see right now. Currently, he was on double will nemesis, but we'll put him on double will and blade, trying to get the crit rate. Okay, so this is Leo with a little more accuracy, and we also got a little more from his artifact here, 11%. I'm hoping that's enough. I really couldn't squeeze out more due to the rune quality, but let's see how this works. Finally, we're going to work on the Delphoid that I did not take out. I guess I missed it because it was a 5-star, not a 6-star. So I would definitely work on that, making this Delphoid a 6-star. And it looks like he is because he has these ready, right? He just is farming to get these to 5 stars and then making this a 6-star at the end. But we just have to keep in mind while we're doing this rush for tomorrow, I doubt he's going to have this ready and this 6 stars. So we'll have to be working with the Delphoid that's less tankier than original 6-star is. But he's going to be on Violent Will on 100 resistance. Actually not 100 because there was no build that could give her 100 resistance. He did not have a slot 6 resistance rune, which made this much more difficult. So we'll have to work with what we have. Okay, and this is Delphoid. Yes, it does look a little squishy, but again, it's a 5-star. She does have 90% resistance, so let's count on that. All the runes are powered up, no grinds. Again, there are just no grinds, no gems anywhere, and we also don't have the artifacts, but we'll play with her and see how everything is going. Let's see if we could deal with that Clara. Usually these offenses should be good enough for the Clara. Nope, but it's fine. It derped. Okay, not that much damage. Defense break. How much damage do you do? 34k. Wow, he survived! Holy cow. Okay, we have to kill this guy. Okay, got that one win right there. That was good. We are lacking a lot of damage from the cocky. Also, the fire tower is not done, so that's a problem. But let's try this. If we outspeed, we could win. If we don't, we lose. Wait, they had a Praha, right? Oh, we outspeed. Okay. So let's see how much damage our Lucians do. How much per card? 7k for the fluff. And then 10k for the not fluff. Not bad. So overall, that's like 50k damage if everything goes correctly. So that's good. That's good damage. Yeah, 50k, not that bad. But this is F3 level. Here too, I think a double Lucian will be a good one. This is why I like to have a double Lucian team or a Lucian team. Whatever Lucian team that you can make. See how we're fast enough. They're not going to cut. I hope nobody's on Nemesis. Man, everyone has shield too. How much damage will this do? Okay, good enough damage, and then we'll clean up. See? Clean. We could try this. It is it's a very big gamble. Slower than us. I really don't know the speed limit or the speed threshold in this level, because they could be really slow, but it just looks super scary. We could still lose here. Busted, please. Okay, Busted's okay. Man, getting a triple stun. But it's okay. Busted should still clean up. Okay, now, okay, this one. I'm scared of this one because we're not that tanky. I'm really scared. Cocky is not that strong against the math, obviously. Oh, he's on Will, dude. What are these people on Will? Okay, derps. Thank you. Wow. Okay, broke one shield. Okay, that's fine. Okay, everything's good. Oh, that's beautiful right there. That was so beautiful. Holy cow. Only 23. Wow. On that cocky, but still, it worked. Huh, we're not on Will, so this is not gonna work. But let's see how this works here. Because there are 5 stars. It is doable. Definitely doable. They have no strip. Should be easy. Push this guy back. Oh, what? I have to do this because they all didn't use it. Oh, nice. Some really lucky procs here. Dude, we do like no damage. Holy cow. We're definitely much weaker than I believed. He's super tanky. Good thing we reset him. Yeah, he's also on MSS. We'll just kill him first. And then we kill this girl. We're gonna leave the Leo because the Leo is giving us, well, I mean our Leo is still alive, but just because he's there, everybody's speed will be the same. Okay. He's on revenge. Sucks that we're not getting a defense break. Okay, reset. Nice. Cool. So weak. Holy cow. We need that. We need those skill ups, guys. We need those skill ups. Now this one is a gamble, but because he has 2 strips. But if we get, I think if we push back the Clara, the Chunk Punk's AI sucks, so he will derp, and then we have a chance to win. He's on shield, so I'm gonna go with skill 2. Nice, we crit. We push back. Yep. This is about the AI. It's not that good. Please do some damage, cocky. Okay, it killed most. That's good. No attack buff, so this should be fine. We kill him. Yeah, we're good. Because we have the cocky alive, which is important. Okay, so this is it. I'll be using this defense and offense for tomorrow's rush. He's currently not C1, but I'm hoping that we could try and get him a better rank. His previous best score was F3, so I guess anything higher than this will be considered an improvement. But I want to make sure that maybe this at least gets some defense wins in tomorrow's rush. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and look forward to the rush video. I'll see you guys in that one. Bye.